Hello, my name is Jon Svec. Welcome to this ALL24 video. So in today's video, I want to talk about one technique that we use when it's time to take on a block, right? Block destruction. I want to emphasize that there's a few different ways that we choose to take on blocks. Sometimes, when you're out in space, we want to beat that block with speed and use a different technique. Sometimes as a contingency plan, when we don't have the luxury of using our hands this much, we might have to take on a block with our forearm and strike it that way. So a few different ways of taking on blocks. This is one way that we talk about. And we want to teach this through a progression. So we want to start really simply and then progress forward as we're teaching this skill. So we'll get right into it. Not a great clip here. You'll see some views from a different angle that'll show you hand position a little better. But the takeaway here is the setup of the drill. So we want to start, when we're talking about this kind of block, we're assuming that we have a specific gap that we're tasked with controlling, or maybe a certain leverage we're trying to keep contained, or something like that. So when we start this drill, we want to take on half the man. So one leg is splitting half the man of your opponent, and we're going to start this drill with perfect hand position. So again, it's best done with shoulder pads on. If you're in the off season, you're in the gym getting some extra work in, you can get this done in t-shirts. But the hand position you're looking for is the via the neck, right, the center of the man, and then the near shoulder. So via the neck and the shoulder is what we're looking for with hand position. And we want to be grabbing jersey with both hands, right, grabbing onto the shoulder pads or grabbing some jersey, getting a hand hold on those 2 points of our hand position. So that's the start of this drill. We're in a good athletic football position. Our eyes are up. We're splitting half the man. Our near leg is maybe a little bit forward from our other leg, and that's the starting point of this drill. The first stage of the progression, I'm going to give a go call. And when I give that go call, we just want to extend our arms and we want to step with that gap leg. So we're stepping forward to gain ground, and at the same time we're establishing ourselves in that gap or with that leverage. So again, on my go call, you just see an extension of the arms and a step into that gap. We're just training our bodies, the first phase of this sort of progression. So with good hand position on the go call, we extend our arms. Our eyes will quickly go from our target, from that shoulder. And as soon as I give that go call and we extend, we want our eyes in the backfield. We want to start looking for the football. We get a little bit of a better view here, a better angle of the drill setup as we look at this next progression. So you can see the player representing as the defensive player on this play is splitting half the man. His eyes should be up, and he has good hand position already established. So once we have that down of just extending the arms with the one step, we want to add in the element of having hot feet. So when we extend our arms, we want our feet to be active as we're taking on that block, controlling the man, and kind of waiting for that ball carrier to declare where he's going. So here when we extend, you can see the full extension, and our camera gets shaky because we're pounding our feet on the ground here. We're going to extend in the gap, eyes up, and then our feet are hot. So from here, we're in really good position. We want our shoulders to be as square as possible. We want our arms to be extended, and we want, again, our eyes looking in the backfield with hot feet. From this posture, we're in really good position to disengage. So the next phase of this drill, the disengagement, we want to emphasize using this hand to really pull that shoulder down, to catapult ourselves forward. We want to pull that shoulder down, and with that back arm, we're going to make our finishing move. So here it's going to be a rip. When we pull down with this arm, we want to rip with the back arm, and as we all know, that block is not defeated until this foot clears the hip of the blocker. So we're going to put all that together, and we turn this into a two-go drill now. So on the first go, it's extending the arms with hot feet, and I let that then just hold and feel that position. And then on the second go, they're going to pull, they're going to rip, and they're going to disengage. So here you have the full extension, and then the second go of the drill with hot feet is to pull and rip and disengage and really replace that offensive lineman, keep your shoulders square. This is a run situation. We're taking on a run block. So we want to, yes, get skinny, but we want to pry and get square so that we can make the tackle if the ball carrier declares there. The next progression here is we're going to now take it a step back. So now we have to find that hand position. We're not already set up with hand position. We have to find it on the fly. So here we're going to see a good rep of us just using a shiver bag here to work the strike. We're going to strike and find that hand position, and from here everything should be the same. We've made that contact. We want via the neck and the shoulder. We want hot feet. And again, I like to make this a two-go drill where the first go we're going to attack, strike, find that hand position with hot feet, eyes in the backfield. And on the second go, we're going to pull. So again, we want to pull with this hand as we bring that back leg and replace the man on that second go. And now my eyes are up. I've defeated that block. I'm ready to play football. On the final progression, now we want to take that defender and put him off of the blocker a little bit. You can do a little bit of an agility drill, just anything to get him moving, simulate, get a little closer to simulating a football play, and then again, find that same hand position, strike, good hand position, and then on the second go, finish the drill with a pull and a rip. So we'll watch, we got 2 reps going here where we're just going to, from a moving posture, we're going to find that hand position. Here we have good posture via the neck and shoulder. Again, we'd rather have our shoulders as square as possible as we're taking on that block. And then on the second go call, we're going to pull and rip and replace. So again, one more time, good hand position, second go, pull, rip, and replace. So there's a really easy progression, a good way to start when you're teaching those players to get that good hand position, really focus on extension of the arms, hot feet, eyes getting into the backfield, and then once we have control of that block and it's time to disengage, we want to pull, rip, definitely bring that back leg as we rip and replace and get ready to make the tackle. So this has been an ALL24 video.